Now, I have not made a video in so long. Oh, look, I've got a visitor. My daughter, Aaliyah. Meow, 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 that's Catty. That's Catty. And we are going to make some ackee and veg. We're going to make some ackee and veg.
Cat.
Cat? Yeah, cat. That's your catty. All right, so we're making ackee, and ackee is this Jamaican vegetable that's, you know, it's actually a fruit, but it feels like a vegetable. You'll see it's delicious. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm getting my Brita filter, and instead of cooking with oil, you know, you don't actually need to cook with oil. You can activate your spices. You can activate your spices using water. Yeah, water. So instead of putting oil, I'm putting some water in there. I don't know if you can see that. Some water. I don't know if you can see. It's all heated. Yeah. So I have made my own spices. So these spices are. I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna add some more water to this. Yeah. So, you know, I'm talking cumin, coriander, the chili. I use nutritional yeast in there. I use little onion powder, garlic powder, a whole range of stuff, right? And then I'm still gonna be using a lot of onions and garlic and everything else. So this is just hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Oh. Come back, boo. Come back and help me cook. Come back, baby. Okay, so now, you can see, I'm stirring this in. Okay, so I'm activating the spices. So it is on, so you see, I'm heating it. By the way, it's really awkward. I'm holding the foam thingy. But yeah, it may not be perfect, but I'm bringing you in because I'm indoors. Also, I realized I just hadn't made videos in such a long time, and I want to rejoin the world. Ironically, when we're all separating and keeping social distance to be responsible or whatever, I'd like to rejoin the world. Right, so making videos. All right, so now you can see that my spices are nicely activated, heated, everything. All right, so my first step is to add I cut up a load of scallions, you know, Skellion we call this in Jamaica, but here they call them scallions, and some red onion. All right, so scallions and red onion. So I'm gonna tip it in here. Woo! Boom, 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 boom. Take it with one hand only. And normally, I don't like to use plastic, even when it says BPA free, because they use the cousin of BPA, BPS anyway, so it leaches into your food. But this, I'm not using it with any heat in particular, but also this is one of the ones that I kind of trust. This is a Rubbermaid one. All right, so that's, if you can see this. So I'm gonna really caramelize this down. All right, I'm gonna really, I'm not gonna caramelize it down yet because these were the onions. This is the red onion and this is the Skellion, right? Check this out. A load of little mini bell peppers. Woo-hoo. Wow, that's beautiful. I'm gonna caramelize this down too. We're gonna be cooking it. Let it really stew in its own juices with my spices too. All right. Okay. And then I like to cook in bulk. It just feels so. It's kind of less painful. Oh, I should mention what else I've got. I have got some cocoa. Hold on. Cocoa. So cocoa is a lot like yam, and yam. I don't mean the sweet potato yam. I don't mean sweet potato that they call in America. I mean yam, like, you know, West African yam, West Indian yam. So this is cocoa. And if I showed you what cocoa looked like, I mean, cocoa doesn't look like yam, but this is yam. This is yam. this yam. And I don't have any cocoa left because we cut it all up, so I can't show you what the cocoa looks like. All right, so the next step is I'm actually gonna cover this. Now I'm not planning to pressure cooker it. Not planning to use the pressure part of this pressure cooker. I have 2 huge 40-cup pressure cookers, all right? I'm gonna lock it for safety's sake, but I'm not gonna put any pressure on it, all right? So I'm not pressure cooking this, all right? Just put the thing there, so if it does speed up a bit, so let me put it down there, medium heat. So we've done that, and now, so this was, remember I had added the onions, the scallion, and now the bell peppers. Now, next thing I'm gonna add is my garlic. So many cloves of garlic. So many cloves of garlic. And my spice mixture is a real, hold on, let me try and hold this. Hold on. Yeah. My spice mixture is so awesome because it's like the spices that I like these spices. And I don't have to put them all together every time. I have them in the proportions I want them. For the particular dish. Okay. Look at that. That's so beautiful. Look at that. Woohoo. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay. Next step. Oh my goodness. A bunch of mushrooms. So awesome. So a real mixture of mushrooms. I have the regular crimini or bella or whatever, but I also have these really exciting ones. Whoa. All right, like 5 different kinds of mushrooms in here. All right. All right. So now you see me stir this in. So remember, I'm planning to caramelize. I'm gonna like put all this all together and then leave it. Okay. Nice. All right. And then load of tomatoes. By the way, I try to use as much organic stuff as I can. One, because I'm not into all. I don't feel like I want to drink pesticides. And if you can do it, if you can use, especially for foods that are really affected by the pesticides, like strawberries or spinach, kale, stuff you can't really wash off, or stuff where the skin doesn't protect you. That's where I like to use my organic. But if I'm talking about a mango or banana or even an avocado, I'm cool to go conventional. I'm not saying there's always the chance to use the organic one, but I try it also because there's so many studies that have found that organic food has more nutrients in it because of the kind of fertilizer they're using. So instead of the 3 chemical fertilizer, with the organic stuff, they're having to use the manure and everything else, right? So it's just has a wider range of nutrients to pull from. All right, so I'm stirring in these lovingly chopped tomatoes, right? Woohoo! And then, what next? Okay, so next is, oh, by the way, you see on the wall, there's breadfruit, ackee. This is what ackee looks like when it's in the pods, just pricked from the tree. All right. Yeah, boo boo. Ducky, you brought Ducky? You brought Ducky? Okay. All right. So this is up. So the next thing I'm stirring in is actually going to be, these are some artichoke hearts. Normally I use eggplant, in Britain you call that aubergine, right? So normally I'm using eggplant. Chop it finely, but there's no eggplant around. This is Corona time. There's nothing in the shops right now. So, not nothing in shops, but there was no eggplant. Several supermarkets were gone to, nothing. So actually, this is a great solution. This is actually artichoke heart. Artichoke heart. Awesome. It's got that kind of meaty It's texture as well as the taste of it. It's gonna be perfect. All right, so. Hey. No. All right, so. No? Okay, so I'm stirring this in. I'm stirring in the artichoke hearts. Now, because ackee, you might wonder, well, when is she gonna add the ackee? Why isn't she adding the ackee? Listen, ackee from the tin is a delicacy. Not only does it cost a fortune, especially now, and especially on the west coast of America, like it's so much, it's pricey, but also it's delicate. So you get this cooked ackee in the tin, and so you can't be manipulating it the way I'm doing now with all this veg, because it will just crumble. Oh, by the way, you see my mason jars? I have a lot of mason jars, and I have a lot more elsewhere too, and I store things in them so they stay dry, they stay fresh. I actually sometimes use the food saver to take the air out, vacuum it, so that stuff can stay, like, you know, some spices and herbs can stay fresh for a long time, you know. It's like those people when they're preparing for, like, you know, apocalyptic times, they want the stuff to last. I wasn't preparing for apocalyptic times, I just, you know. All right, so I added, you just saw me add the artichoke hearts. So the next thing I'm gonna add, now I really wanted butter beans, but like I said, right now not everything is available, so I can't, if it's not available, mind you, you know I have a shipment coming. I sourced some butter beans, and I sourced some more garbanzos. Now, just to say, of course butter beans are there, but this is some quick cooking. So sometimes I will cook huge amounts of, I have 2 pressure cookers, like I said, 2 of these. So I will cook huge amounts of beans and then freeze them in portions, and then I would have them. And butter beans, obviously I could get them dry. I'm talking about butter beans in the can. They're not available right now. I couldn't find any, so I'm going for kidney beans, but I'm not gonna add the kidney beans yet. I am, however, going to add, so I'm letting this kind of simmer down. Actually have it on a highest heat. Okay, so now it's pretty hot. You know, you see the steam going. So I'm actually gonna add some of the frozen veg. Now you're like, girl, that's so basic, but let me tell you, I'm getting the nutrients in the green peas. They got protein, but they also have the green. You know, I'm adding some green peas, green beans, little corn, and some carrots. You can play around with the veggies you add veggies you like. It's your choice. You know, this is great. You just get to play and add what's available, because this is another thing. This is what I'm cooking right now. I'm cooking with what is available, and it's going to be delicious. I'm so grateful. Think I'm not grateful? I'm grateful that we have food. And part of that, you know, I was like, part of me is like, part of the reason I'm even sharing this and cooking, putting it on video, is I'm just like, we're lucky. We're lucky. Look at us. Oh, okay, hold on, boo boo. Okay, uh-oh. Okay. Oh, look. Wow, I'm holding it so, it's such a little... Uh-oh. I needed to check. I was here chatting and I have not checked on the plantain. Please tell me it's not burnt. Lord. Okay, hold on a second. Sorry to blaspheme. Hold on. Boy, there's some burntness going on. I need to turn this down. Okay. Hot, yes, hot. See this? The plantain. Oh, actually, it's gonna be okay. No, stay the heck away. All right, I'm gonna turn these over and come back. Hold on. Okay, so I had added a load of thyme to cook this down. I added a load of thyme to this. Dry thyme. I don't have any fresh thyme. Dry thyme is fine too. It's excellent. And now, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to take out the plantain. Nice, ripe, sweet plantain. Look at that. I can just put it in the middle. There. So sweet and delicious. I tried one and I was like, what? All right, so turn off the oven already. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to add, so I'm actually adding a load of kidney beans. I didn't have any, I'm a little sleep deprived, let's be honest, right now. I did not have any butter beans like I wanted. So I'm gonna be using this instead. All right, so I'm gonna put this here. Let's see how much I want. I might want the whole thing, but let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's not even. 4. Let's see how that's going. So let's take this off. This way. All right. Mix that in. Okay. I don't know if you can see how much veg there is in this humongous pot. This pot is huge. Look at this pot. Huge. Huge. And what we don't eat, we'll freeze. And it means that we have fast food, like food that's available anytime. But we made it ourselves. Okay, so I think I'm cool with that amount of beans. Yeah, add a few beans more. And then I'll put the rest away. Yeah. A few beans more, I'll put the rest away. Okay, so now, and then the last thing I'm going to fold in. So before that, I've gotten these are lovely black Kalamata olives pre-sliced. And I'm just going to put this in. And I'm using this as a little bit of the salt. You know how saltfish in ackee and saltfish, if you've had ackee and saltfish before, you know there's a little hit of salt. I'm not saying salt is great, but I'm saying for this particular dish, I found you don't have to have these olives at all. You can make this beautifully without the olives, but when you add the olives, it's like woohoo. You don't have to have it. Actually, I've made it deliciously and I'd forgotten to even put the olives and didn't need it. So I've added olives. It's delicious, and these are actually nice olives too. So, okay. All right. So the next thing, you see how this is cooking? It smells. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. Because my spices have really, they're out there. I need to do the, oh my gosh. Oh, let me turn down the cocoa. Turn on the cocoa. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stir in the ackee. So how I do that is I might add a little bit more time. So yeah, and maybe add a few more of my spices. No, I don't even need more of my spices. Hold on, let me just actually take a clean spoon. First I'll stir this in. Okay, I've stirred that in, the extra bit of time I just added, and now I'm going to stir in the ackee. First I'm going to taste it. Take a clean spoon and just taste what my spices are tasting like. It's going to be really hot. Okay. I was a little stingy with my spices. I mean, it's fine, it's delicious, but I'm gonna add some more now. My cocoa is over here acting up. My cocoa, so it's boiling over there. So let me just add some more of my spices. So I have some oregano in there too. Ground oregano. You know, I have some chili spice, all that stuff. And the nutritional yeast actually gives it like a kind of umami flavor you can't really describe unless you know nutritional yeast. Some people say nutritional yeast tastes cheesy. Some people say nutritional yeast tastes creamy. Some people say, you know, what it does is it adds a flavor or it adds a texture flavor, whatever, that you're like, So that's what's happening here. And so I made a pre-made, there were spices that I always used to be putting together by myself, like all the time, like putting the 10 spices together. And I thought, instead of putting 10 spices together every time, why don't I put them together one time and then use that mixture? My own bespoke mixture. Okay, so let me get another clean spoon. When I bulk cook like this, I'm not trying to, if I bulk cook, why would I put, like I'm not, you know, if I'm bulk cooking, I'm not gonna be like just dipping spoons in twice or whatever. I'm gonna add a little bit more. Okay, that's it. Don't need to overdo it. Okay, this is really, okay, let's look at this, delicious. All right, so, okay. Let me just get another clean spoon. And actually, we got this spoon in Jamaica when we visited, and my aunt sent us to give Aaliyah some porridge, and she sent us with this spoon. She packed up a whole thing, and we always have it. Thanks, Auntie Sid. So, another clean spoon. You can taste it. Taste what's going on there. Wait. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Now for the most amazing part. I got 319-ounce cans of ackee, and I'm just about to pour it in. Wait. Okay, so I'm folding it in. Remember, you see how delicate this is? This will just crush at moments. So I'm folding it in. I'm not trying to manipulate it too much. Fold it in. Fold it in. Sorry. Fold it in. Fold it in. Fold it in. Yeah, the cocoa is definitely cooking. Fold it in. Fold it in. I might need to open another tin. One more tin. Don't be so stingy with the ackee. Maybe I shouldn't be so stingy with the ackee. Or maybe I'll open another tin. No, let me be stingy. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna add one more tin to this. I'm gonna add one more tin of ackee. Hold on. All right, so I have gone and opened 2 more tins of ackee, 2 more 19-ounce tins of ackee. And I'm gonna stir it in and then just fold it in. So I'm not trying to manipulate it too much so it loses its shape. I don't know if you can see that. Oh gosh, hold on. Yeah. Oh, delicious. So it smells so good. It tastes so good. Okay, so now, I don't know if you can see, we did it. So the ackee and saltfish is made. I have it on a low heat, and I'm covering it just for a little moment. I got my plant in, and then I now have my cocoa. Now this was purple cocoa. You can see, look, see it's slightly purple, and then look. Then, you see I've taken a fork, and I can just put it in here. Look at that. Cocoa, done, done, and done. This is gonna be so delicious. Bye. All right, let me try it. It's fresh and delicious. Tasty. Tasty. And the ackee gives it its own flavor. It's probably quite hot. I have some cocoa on this. Hot. 1 second. The texture of the cocoa is. And then let me have one I planted. It's sweet, man. Sweetie, 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 sweet. Delicious. I wish I could share it. I wish I could share it. Delicious. See you next time. Lots of love. Bye.